Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Ten Hun Must podcast. We're here, not live, but in City Place, South Florida, here with none other than Stephanie Wood.
Hello.
And myself, Jackie Sanchez.
Ten Hun Must podcast. Featuring your hosts, Jackie Sanchez and Stephanie Wood. Coming at you from South Florida. Ten Hun Must podcast.
Hello, mate.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing really, real good. Yeah, we like proper banter with each other.
We're like proper lads and all.
Proper lads. I gotta talk in this mic. We should address where we are and our equipment.
Yeah. So this is a rogue episode.
Yeah. Yeah. We're
It's nighttime.
yeah, it's night. This is our first nighttime podcast. Well, I guess you could never tell in the first place.
Let me turn the lights down low. We have a candle.
But we have
we have a 3-wick candle.
2-wick.
It's a 2-wick. All right, it's a 2-wick. Well,
2-wick.
maybe one day we'll get a
Don't
3-wick.
get excited.
We need a couple ads first, but me and Dee's give us a call and then we can 3-wick it up. But we are in the condo in downtown West Palm Beach because we're idiots basically.
Because we couldn't shoot because we're idiots, and there was a show tonight.
Yep.
And
We
someone
just,
was gonna be in the green room soon, so we
Hey, we're just here.
should have checked.
Should have checked that one. Yep.
So we're shooting here. This is very casting couch vibe, so we don't know what's gonna happen.
I'm getting closer to you as you say that.
You're lucky it's cold and I'm hairy, because otherwise
Things would get weird.
things would get weird. But it's too cold.
It is cold. It's like
It was
freezing
48 this morning when I walked, little boy. I couldn't
bad
fucking take
bad
it.
weather. I mean, good age for a man, bad temperature for outside.
True. Yeah, that's true.
Don't go 50 is bad. Anything.
Yeah, well, Steve Lamb is over 50, and I gotta say, Steve Lamb would be my best friend. I mean, we are best friends, but, you know, I could see dating Steve Lamb in another time if we didn't meet as best friends.
Like in the 20s, like the
he's a-
1920s, like
Yeah.
different.
Yeah,
what time?
yeah. No, just not because he's too old for me. Let's be real.
He's such
we're
a
just
gem.
friends.
What a gem of a human.
But we have similar personalities, and he's very cool. So I could, like, if a 50-year-old was as chill as him, I could do that. You know, I could hang, but otherwise, no.
Yeah, I mean, I'm equal opportunity employer.
Yeah.
You know. Phil, I'm accepting applications. Phil went out. I don't discriminate. You know, if
No,
you
you
have
don't.
Nope, I don't.
No, you don't.
I've like dated. Do you have a type? Do you think? Like besides an
Besides
older
my
guy.
brand. He was
Okay, besides an older guy, like should he look a certain way? Like you like tall guys.
So besides like the older guys, I like tall, bearded, tattooed.
You like beards.
Yeah,
That's the
I
thing.
really
Yes.
like beards. I like tattoos a lot. I like blue eyes on like with black hair. That's a great,
Oh yeah.
the best combo. But yeah, I like classic, like good look. Like Ben Affleck is fucking great looking to
Okay.
me. He's top notch. He's very hot.
Give me some other like celebrity crushes. Like if you had a laminated card, right? It's your card. You get to fuck anyone you want on it for life. Who's like some couple lads
Okay,
on there?
Justin Bieber.
Ugh. I mean, is he number one or what? Are you hesitating?
I'm only hesitating because he's like married and really into Jesus Cristo, and I don't think I'm gonna sway that at all.
Jesus Cristo.
And why waste a slot on my card when Adam Sandler could be there? So I'm gonna
But isn't he also married? But just not so much into the Jesus Cristo.
not at no Jesus or
Right,
Jewish.
Jewish.
So,
There you go. Got it.
so
Copy.
Jewish, and just, you know, he could hear this one day because I have connections. But yeah, he would be more attainable. I think older, married. It's been a while. Might be bored. They're fresh. She's still beautiful and young and supple. And
All right. So it's not the marriage that's the problem. It's more like who he's married to.
and the potential of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
All right. So we're not going to put Bieber on the card for practical reasons. Well, not number one at least.
I was gonna say he'll definitely be on the card
Okay.
because if that
Are
situation
you saying
happened,
Affleck has taken the number one spot up in here?
like
he's your number one draft pick?
no. Well, not lately with the whole alcoholic thing. I've got a personal thing, so no, not he needs to get his life together. But I think it would probably be looks. If we just went based off looks, and I didn't make it weird. Justin Bieber, Adam Sandler, Ben Affleck, Adam Scott.
You're like, well, this one, I mean, I see our
Instead of
future.
making this annoying, we'll say, yeah, that, fuck, who was, there was like a recent person I saw on TV. It was like, oh, he's pretty hot. But basically, like, anyone that, like, in general, most, like, older women would be like, oh, he's very handsome, like, good looking. Like, I really like a really hot dude like that.
Do you think Matt Damon's hot?
Yeah. Well,
Leonardo DiCaprio, obviously.
no.
Not
for me.
You're not a Leo fan?
No, I'm
oh
not.
my god.
I'm not at
I had
all.
him on my wall.
It's weird. I like, I feel like I'd have to just look at my Instagram and see what men's bodies pop up on my
like Jason Momoa.
on my thing. No, he's too ugly. I don't like his face. I'm a big face person. It's gotta be a good face.
You gotta have a face and a bod.
It gotta be a well, bod doesn't really matter.
What about Mark Wahlberg?
No.
Really? Oh, see, he's like just the epitome of like sexy.
Ew.
Like, so you're not like you don't like Johnny Depp.
No, someone
Me
just asked
either.
me that recently.
He wears
too.
eyeliner.
No,
I don't like it.
he looks like a woman.
I mean, Urban
Why?
Decay looks like
There's
nice.
better looking girls that like me than Johnny Depp would be. So no, I wouldn't go with Johnny Depp.
I bet you have some really good facial serums I could borrow, though. You know?
Yeah, beautiful bone structure.
Isn't he like bankrupt or like I don't know, like beating? I don't know. He's always.
I heard he works at Disney.
He's doing his own character.
He's still coming out as Jack Sparrow.
You know, I've never seen one of those movies before.
What do you mean? Like,
There's a lot of things that you're going to discover about me on this podcast. Some may shock you. And a lot of them are certain movies and things that I won't get into because I just go, I don't like it.
so when you say those movies,
Like, I would never seen I've seen one Harry Potter. I've never seen
okay,
Lord
that's
of the
fine. I've never
seen Lord of the Rings. I've never seen Pirates of the Caribbean or however.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say
it.
Disney movies.
And I also don't watch Disney movies. I have seen very few animated movies.
Okay, so like Ariel,
Like all the old
The
school ones,
Mermaid?
but like newer, like Pixar shit. I've never seen a lot of like any of those. Like
Up?
I've seen no.
Oh, Up is cute. You should watch Up. Up is really sweet.
I don't want to cry over a cartoon.
Nah, do it. It's worth it.
No.
It's so fun.
I don't-
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can watch.
I never saw Frozen.
I never saw Frozen.
Okay, good.
I didn't like
All right, good.
Frozen.
I respect you a little more.
I tried. I fucking remember when Netflix would send DVDs to your house.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I had that happen with Frozen. That's how long ago it was, which is weird. Netflix, like the thing existed, but I didn't afford the one on the screen. My dad didn't give me that account, so I had it delivered, and I got it on my little surround sound system. I was like, I'm gonna really take this movie seriously, and I just started having sex with my boyfriend during it. I was like, yeah, this isn't.
Let
good.
it go.
Let it go. I was like, fuck this.
Like, let's let it go. Take those panties off, girl.
You do Frozen, girl.
Yeah. It's like Spider-Man's huge.
And I'm like, yeah, and then I was like, oh, great movie. It was the soundtrack was great. Well, it was like in
The
the
soundtrack
background.
to your sexual
Yeah.
escapades of your teens.
Love is an open door. Is that one of the songs? No,
That's
a
about
different
anal.
Movie. Love is an open door. What song is that from?
I don't know. I've never heard that song before.
That's embarrassing that I probably said it then.
Yeah, no, I just like Shrek and Toy Story, and like that's basically it.
Okay, Shrek. Shrek I grew up on. I made a version of Shrek when I was a kid. It's on DVD somewhere. Phenomenal. Me and
Yeah?
my sisters, we acted some scenes out. Like very young.
Is that your directorial debut?
Yeah, that's
Directorial
my,
debut? I'll try
it's
to get
my
You know, when you were a director for the first time.
no, not actually.
Directorial debut. There you go.
Technically, my first directorial debut was me and my brother reenacted the show Scarred. You see that on MTV? Show like really fucking honestly.
Is it like skateboarders hurting themselves?
Any kind of sport, bikers, rollerbladers, but fucking disgusting. Like
I don't like stuff like
really
that. That makes me
gnarly.
hurt.
We couldn't watch it. We couldn't. We're such pussies, but we love the show.
No, I don't
'cause
think you're a pussy because you don't want to see someone's body get mangled. I
Well,
think that's okay.
it was yes, it was fucking bad. Like I think about it still, and it makes me anxious. But like, so we would watch that. We made like a spoof on my bunk bed with Elmo, and he fell off the bed and got hurt. And that was my first thing, and I think I did really well. And then,
And what was your age? What was that age?
man, probably 11.
Wow.
11, yeah. I'm gifted.
One day when you're famous, you're gonna reference this, and we'll be like, "Remember when you fucked with Elmo?"
I have it still on a camera. It was on a digital camera. Like I can put it together.
That's how young you are. That you were 11 and there were digital cameras.
To be fair, this was like no one else had it. I found it in a parking lot. I got lucky. My parents would have
That's what happens
never
when you live in
gotten it.
Wellington. You just find digital cameras.
In Orlando, no, I would. I went trick or treating, and they were just
They're like, oh, we don't need this. We
Sony
just got a new
Cyber
one."
Shot. Here you go. Like,
Oh man, speaking of cameras,
Oh
me
my
and Jackie
God.
are. I mean, I'm pretty proud of us. Jay Guy was a love. Did so much to help us get set up.
Shout out to Jay. He's gonna be on. We're gonna try to get him on the next one, and if not, we'll get him on the future one whenever he wants to.
Whenever
we
he
don't want to
wants.
burden you.
Yes, we love you. If you need, I think he
We
needs a
say it
break
like
from
he's
us.
gonna listen. He's not.
We're
gonna.
not, but we'll send him this clip. But yeah, he probably needs a couple of weeks off from us. But
Yeah,
after
I
that,
agree.
so we are producing this by ourselves. We're the directors. We're the
Yeah.
stars.
Everything.
We're the directors of photography.
Dan
Lighting.
Casso is will be responsible for the intro music you hear, though. That's true.
Yes, Danny Casso. Love
Danny
him.
boy.
I love Dan. He's amazing, gifted, and not as a comic, but he's a musical genius.
Yeah. Right.
He's really good. Like he can make a lot of different genres of music. Genres of music.
Genres.
A lot of genres. But yeah, he's the tits. He's the shit. Yeah, and he does
He
Ten
is.
Hun Must at the top of this. So giving love back to those local comics, our friends, our families.
Our friends.
We had so much fun last night at your mic.
Oh man.
I showed my tits. No, I'm just kidding.
It was too
I did
cold.
jokes. I did
She
jokes.
did. Just the jokes.
Just the
Sarah
jokes.
showed her tits. No, not the
whole nip,
not the
yeah.
areola, just the top
Isn't
part.
that weird that you can show almost your whole titty besides your nip and you're fine?
I could never.
I mean, but humans do.
Sometimes. I mean,
I'm not talking about Sarah. I'm just talking
People
about like
like
even like
it.
on TV or in like pictures. You
Yeah,
know, you can
or
have your
like-
whole tit out and just like your
yeah.
nip cove
and it's all good.
and your gooch and the cooch.
But it counts. I feel like I still see your boobie and I know what it
That's
looks
what I'm
like.
saying. I
Yeah.
still see what your titty looks like besides your
agree.
areola, and also by the cover, like how much you have to cover. Like if you're using a soda can or just like your little,
A
like
soda
two
can.
fingers or a whole palm.
Hey, don't worry about it, man.
Hey guys, you know this is our first time doing this by ourselves.
Look at nothing happened.
Yeah, no big deal. We got equipment.
Yeah, we have equipment.
Yeah,
We're
we're
starting it all ourselves.
Fucking
and
professional. I had to go to Best Buy and buy a camera
I gotta go to Best Buy and get some headphones.
and a tripod.
Some real headphones. Actually, I probably won't. I'll probably order them online. I got I needed dog food today, so I had it delivered through Shipt because Shipt is phenomenal. I would love to get sponsored by Shipt. Way fucking better than Instacart. Fuck Instacart. But Shipt was really great, and I needed dog food and like dog treats, and I got these. I wanted like one big bag because I get the really big one because it just lasts a while. And then the guy's like, "Hey, they don't have the big bags, so you want two small ones?" I was like, "Good deal. That's fine. I can bring one here, have them two places, whatever." And then this fucking dude shows up with two giant bags. They're $60 a bag. Like,
Yeah, I spent
Come
$120 on kibble.
yeah, like I just fucking made a car payment today. Like, I didn't intend on that, but I fucking did,
Like,
and I
can
didn't
you
have
say
a choice.
like, can you be like, it's not like, so that's the thing. Like, it's not like when you're shopping and you be like, actually, I don't want
That's
that.
not
Can
even
you put it back?
included in the fee either. Well, so he texted me. That's what's more annoying. He texted me, "Do you want the two smaller ones for this?" And I said, "Yeah,
Right.
sure." And then why do you show up with two giant bags?
Is
that
there
are
a bigger bag than that size?
If there is, there's. I don't know.
Then
I've
that's-
never carried it. I've never.
Then I don't know where that exists.
I
don't want
I
to
could
know.
never. You're probably right.
But I'm
There's
just
probably
trying
a
to
bigger
like,
bag.
I'm trying to like give him a little bit benefit of the doubt. But then
It's just
also,
annoying.
can you, when that person comes to your house, can you be like, no, bro, I don't want this. Take it
Okay,
back.
hang on, because also
Can you tell him to take it back?
maybe, but I don't want to. I would never.
So that's why you gotta go to the grocery
That's-
store, you bougie ass bitch.
I didn't. He's. So then I ordered a bully stick because he likes bully sticks,
He likes dicks.
and
Who doesn't?
it was supposed to be like the regular size.
It's a regular
Shit's
size, yeah.
this fucking big,
Oh no.
and I'm like, so he's. I mean, I gave it to him. What am I gonna do? Not give it? He saw it. Like,
Did he take it all down at once?
no, he's like chewing it like a fucking tree. Like he's
Okay.
just gnawing at it. But it's and then the guy's like, "Where do you fit that big dog in there?" And I'm like, "It's not a big dog. You just fucked up."
He's medium sized and don't talk about me.
I
in my
literally
house.
pointed at him. I'm like, "He's petite. He's-
Do you not see his body?
he doesn't need.
Do we need to
this."
measure him tip to tip? Because if you look at him, like, what does his birth certificate say? Because mine says
His
medium
weight?
sized dog.
Oh, it says medium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I always say refer to my birth certificate.
Medium to small breed.
That's
Yeah,
right.
is
That's what
it
my dog
says.
says.
Yeah.
Medium to small. And then we
Medium
always
to
have he has a complex about it because he doesn't know if he's small or he's medium. He's
Yeah.
medium. I tell him he's like Canada. He has no identity. Just
Right? He's the same.
am I big? Am I small? I'm
He
like
is
I
a
don't know.
medium.
I project on my dog a lot. It's fine.
Everything's about him for me.
You would marry your dog, wouldn't you?
I don't want to get too passionate.
Yeah, that's not. This is not. I mean, it's nighttime. We don't need to get that passionate.
Let's get romantic.
You want to get romantic?
It is
girl?
weird. We do have quite the weird vibe. It's like almost 7 o'clock. There's candles lit. The sun is set. Beautiful lights from the Kravitz Center.
My puss is wet.
Mine's not yet because it takes a while because I'm on Zoloft, but we'll get there.
Is that really a real thing?
God, that's a weird thing to talk about.
You don't have to answer.
No, it's okay. Not yes and no.
I know it does it for guys, right? It makes their dick a little
Yeah,
soft serve ice cream
it
cone.
definitely affects dudes. For me, I just like kind of lose interest in sex. Like you really have to like the initial interest, not like during. Well, once you have my interest and I'm like okay, I'm into it. Whoa,
Silas, are you
Sorry.
okay?
Sorry, my dog is eating my asshole.
All it needs is one mic, one mic.
What was I just saying?
Your dog eating
My
your
dog
asshole?
eating- No, not that. Not that.
Oh, I'm sorry before that. My bad.
I honestly forgot I'm a stoner.
I forgot. Damn it. Well, we could go back. But we're not
as
gonna
the great Mike
remember.
Cintron says.
What were we just saying? You were just asking me, man, we're never going to get back there, huh?
I don't know. It's fine. Hey, remember that time I gave you a makeover?
Yeah.
Dude, if you guys
TikTok.
follow, if you don't follow
Yeah, I
Jack's
was
on
gonna say
TikTok.
no. That's funny that besides the picture you posted and the one I posted on Facebook, no one else saw the process unless they're on my TikTok. Like, no one else got. I should probably share it somewhere.
Oh, like the whole video?
Yeah, well, even just the TikTok. Like I never even shared the TikTok, so no one probably even knows what we're talking about besides
Oh.
my TikTokers, which are probably the only people who are gonna listen to this.
True.
What up, fam? But Stephanie's here. You know her. You know.
Ten Hun Must.
Ten Hun Must.
Yeah. But yeah. So I straightened you. I bathed you head to toe.
It was a whole thing. I had
It
a
was a
face
whole-
mask.
Mm-hmm.
My skin got peeled off.
First it was a peel, then a
Yeah.
mask, then serums,
Then serum.
and then moisturizers,
Then moisturize.
and then we did a lot of hair oils in your hair,
Yeah,
Moroccan
so you
oils.
Did my hair for a while.
Yeah, your hair. I learned a lesson from your hair, and I got a new tool. I was actually thinking I would love to use it on you, but you're
Okay.
fun to do because you're like your hair's so long, and it's just like there's something relaxing
it.
about it. It's like playing with a doll or something.
Yeah, my mom.
And then I did your makeup real light, and I thought you looked
She
gorgeous. You
did.
looked gorgeous, darling.
You did.
I was like,
you did.
girl, you're gonna be a star one day.
Not like that. Well, I mean, I would.
You're gonna be a star.
I don't know that.
With
I'd
or
ever
without the mascara.
Yeah,
but-
without the mascara and the eyeshadow. Someone said I looked like Mila Kunis, and I
Oh,
was
such
like,
a comp.
yeah, but also, like, you're you're an uglier version of this goddess. Like, I don't know.
I don't think that's what happened. I don't think that's what the comp
That's
was.
exactly what happened, but it's okay.
They didn't say you look like an uglier Mila Kunis, did they?
No, they said you kind of look like Mila Kunis, which we
You
all
do
know
have your eyes,
she's
kinda.
beautiful. So
She's gorgina.
she used to be.
What?
She's not aging well.
Don't say that.
I know.
Every time I look
Jackie.
at Jackie.
Damn it, Jackie.
Every time I look at a woman my age on television or older, or like the women I thought were like really pretty when I was a kid, and now they look old, I start to I have like an existential crisis and I panic.
I really like my gray hairs I'm getting. Those have been exciting.
You know, I went gray young.
Really? See, I'm
Not a lot. It was gradual, and then until about a couple years ago,
I'm starting young.
I never dyed my hair,
Is
but I
this
had
young to have two?
to. How old are you?
26. I'll be 27 this year.
Yeah, I started getting gray hairs when I was your age.
Okay.
Not like super bad. It just was very gradual. And then
I think I'll be fine.
now I wear a puss wig. I have a merkin.
She misses it so much.
I miss it so much.
A merkin.
I remember and when I got out of the shower the first time I shaved my vagine, and my mom saw it, she was so mad at me because we lived in a naked house. Which Jackie said, was that you who said you didn't know what a naked house was?
Yeah, because my fucking mom
we-
was very private and was like, you need to keep your privates private always.
We had the
Like,
smallest bathroom for like 500 people, so
Oh
we had
my
to see each other's
God.
vaginas.
Nope.
Like, I mean, someone has to be doing their hair, whatever. So I come out of the bath, and I was pretty young. My mom yelled at me. She's like, "Oh my God, you look like a little girl." I was like, "That's the point, Mom.
Yep.
That's what I'm trying to do."
That's
Come
what
get
they
me, boy.
want. You like a little girl. Hey, little girl.
Hey, little girl, is daddy home?
Did he go
He's
and
not.
leave you all alone? I got a bad desire. I'm on fire.
She's on fire.
You have herpes, sir.
Or gonorrhea.
Get a checkup and some fucking, I don't know, Z-Packs.
Are we going back to doctors? We're COVID
What, do you have an
wise?
abortion? What's going on?
No, I don't.
Why
I
are you
don't
going to the doctor?
think so. No, just in general. I don't know. I have my wisdom tooth coming in, and I've been avoiding that. But now it's not hurting, so I think it's fine.
Wisdom teeth, that's the dentist, first of all, and it's not a big of a deal. You just go in, they'll just pluck those bitches right out of your gums.
I don't know that I can do it.
But you don't, yeah, it wasn't fun. I was really fucked up when I got my wisdom teeth taken out. I actually oh my God, this is a great story. I was so drunk.
You have a video? No.
No, I was like before videos. I didn't just find videos in the parking lots where I'm from. I was with my friend Opal, who you know. Shout out Katie Opal,
Tiny
love of my
Opal.
life, my fave.
Hi, Opal.
And I was visiting her at her college. And we got like super fucked up, and I was like, I don't know, home on like Christmas break or something. And I went the next day. My sister came and picked me up, and we went to go get my wisdom teeth taken out, like straight there. And when I got there, I was so drunk, and my sister was like, "Dude, you're fucked up." And that's when like Dave Chappelle, like the Chappelle Show was out, so I was doing Plead the Fifth, like acting it out. And I was like, she's like, "Are you drunk?" I was like, "I plead the fifth." And she was like, "Stephanie." I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it was just like, "You are we're gonna have to cancel this. If they think you're drunk, they're not gonna put you on sedate you." And I was like, I got it. And it was fine. I didn't die. I'm still here.
There you go.
And I'm sans teeth, so it's fine. It worked out.
Sans teeth.
Fifth.
Plead the fifth. That's great. Oh my God. I wish you had fucking cameras.
Well, also, if I did, I wouldn't be recording myself. I don't do that now.
Okay, fine.
This is Silas. I think we should introduce him.
Oh. I kind of, for whatever reason, I was like, maybe he won't be in the shot, but otherwise he's going to start crying.
Do you think like we're just not going to?
This is my boy.
Beep.
You probably, I mean, you won't probably see him again. Oh, he's not normally on location, but we had the fuck up today, so here he is. Say hi.
Hey, how's it going? Well, sure, guys. Thanks for subscribe to the podcast. Thank you.
Give a breath at least. Ew, did you burp? Okay, well, he doesn't want to say anything.
You know what? He's more of like an improv guy. I feel like he works better in groups and stuff.
You know, when he's got his gang, his yin yang gang, I call
There's
them.
a black and white dog club of Palm Beach of comedians.
Beach, yes.
Everyone has a black and white dog.
A lot of members. You may join too. I think I just saw Sean Mullins joined.
Oh yeah, he got black and white puppy.
He got a little pup. She's on her period.
Oh, well,
He didn't know that was
girl.
coming. He's stressed. He was messaging.
Well, it is a full moon and Mercury is in retrograde.
Yeah, I read that a couple times on my Twitter. Because
Yeah.
yesterday a dog fight happened at the where I live / work, and I was like, oh man, it was a fucking eventful ass day. It was.
Well, I had a nervous breakdown like 2 days ago, so I
Yeah.
definitely blame it on that.
Mercury was in retrograde, huh? And
And I was
Silas
like,
was
oh,
sick.
I looked at my calendar. I was like, this makes sense. He's like, what for the money?
Say something.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Cute boy.
He's baby.
Okay.
Breaking news. Dun, dun, dun. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We had some technical difficulties.
Camera
Died. We forgot to charge our camera. That's all that happened.
That's
so
it.
we charged her up,
That
and
was the only issue.
yeah, we're back. We're good.
We were saying.
So back about talking about geopolitics and
and religion.
and all the good, lighthearted things we do here on the CTHM Ten Hun Must podcast.
Oh, just hit my tooth.
Okay, well, we're losing teeth over here, and we're not even doing meth. So,
That hurt.
oh my God! All right, so we were talking about condoms.
Condoms?
It's condoms.
Oh yeah,
It's
condoms.
Girls and boys, make sure you use some condoms. Make sure. Jackie's put chapstick on. Just
My lips hurt.
Yep. So does mine. So I just drink a little lime. But Bud Light Seltzer, if you would like to sponsor us, or my drinking problem,
See, I don't drink, so I don't really benefit.
hit me up
from
at
that
Stephanie
sponsor.
Woodwood.
If Raw would like to sponsor us, that would be
Yeah, or just like
lovely.
whoever. Like if you are a person with money, sponsor me. Become my sponsor. I need a sponsor. I probably at this point.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. Normally, you lead the conversation.
Let
me lead. You started comedy taking a class at the Improv, correct?
This is correct, my love. Did you find this on my Wikipedia?
Yeah, your IMBD, your filmography.
It's very
everything.
plentiful. It's cornucopia.
It teaches me bunches. So people always ask, because that was how I started too, was comedy class with Ramon. And people always ask me, like, if that's the best way to start. What would your opinion be on that? Because mine is a little on the fence.
Okay, so I see both sides of it. This is the reason I did it. I was very nervous to do stand-up, and just like, I know this sounds weird, but this is like the perfect, like, nuanced way to describe it. The simple thing of taking the mic out of the mic stand seemed terrifying to me.
Right?
And so I was like, and you see people who go to open mics, and you can tell, like, and it's because no one told them. It's not like they're stupid. Like, you don't know something unless someone teaches it to you.
Yeah, you don't realize these little things.
Of course, comedy class can't teach you things like
how to be funny,
or how to have stage presence, or how to be engaging, or whatever. There's just things that are unteachable, but I do think it can help you learn how to discover different forms of a joke, just practice doing it, and maybe doing it in an environment that seems safe, where it's like, it's not just comics at an open mic or a rowdy, bar crowd. It's like other people who are there, who are cheering you on and whatever, and just like who see you grow from week to week. So to me, it felt safe, and it was an easy way for me to like kind of ease my way into it. I think
it's like lube.
It's like lube. It's foreplay. It's your foreplaying your way into it. So then when you go to an open mic, you're not so terrified, and you're also, if you're kind of good, you can kind of be good out the gate at the open.
Yeah, and you feel prepared, which will lead to better stage presence, better confidence, etc. I say I'm on the fence, only because I know.
Because you're a Trump supporter. No. Yeah. I wrote that in comedy class.
Yes. That's why. But I'm on the fence only because I think it depends where the comedy class is and who's teaching it. I think you need to make sure you're getting a good deal and you're at a good place, because there's certain comedy classes that make people sound like robots, and they're like hinder their comedic ability, tell them you got to be clean,
but you don't know that when you sign up for the class. I mean,
no.
you sign up for, I think, probably the venue. That's what I did. But you don't necessarily
do your research.
Who like your teacher's going to be. They don't tell you.
Some
places do, but some places don't. So
but like if you're going to be at the Improv, you're going to get like someone decent. You know, like
that's
they're not
going
to fuck around and give you someone shitty. They're going to give you someone who's been doing it for years. You're going to have an experienced veteran.
I think if you do it at a big club, you're fine.
Yeah,
but if you're doing it like someone's
I've seen I've seen a bunch of courses, but like there's some that just more so want to create little comics for their group instead of letting them expand and grow as just comedians. And you can be raunchy. You don't have to always be so clean cut in the same structure. So I think that people fall into a certain like class and then they'll never grow. So I think classes are good, but like get out of them. Like don't stick too long. I stuck around too long. I'll admit that, but I did it.
How many classes did you take?
I realistically took like 2 or 3, but then I popped in for a couple more sessions even after that. It kept me writing. Mm-hmm. That was the reason I kept doing it. Yeah, it kept me writing new stuff constantly, and I was able to come up with like 10 minutes pretty early, and a decent 10 at least I felt at the time. It was okay.
I have 2 jokes I still use from those classes.
I still use almost all my, I mean, no way all of them, but like the not gay one is from that, the dating older dudes was from that, and then I guess that's it. The other ones, if I do like my whole set, there's some old ones that I still did in the course, but I've reworked, and like, they end up, you change your style, your voice, whatever, but in general,
and then you just like pluck that little gem out of there.
But it teaches you how to write. Like,
or it forces you to write.
Yes, forces is a great
because
word.
That's the thing. Like, everyone thinks they're funny, and everyone can go on stage, and you think like there's difference between like, I think you can attest, I can be pretty funny off stage. I can tell real funny. If I can translate that to being funny on stage, which I've heard a million times, which is the worst backhanded compliment. If you could,
I think we're all funnier off stage.
Yeah, of course,
naturally.
And so when you go on stage, and even like I was okay with even just like going up there and just like rattling shit off at a class, which is cool because you feel safe in it. But I also learned like, oh, that's not gonna work. Like, you can't just tell a funny story. There has to be your laughs per minute. You have to punch it up. You have to make sure that there's like jokes within your joke, and you have to build like that. I'm still working and learning how to fucking do that. By in no means have I mastered it, but it made me.
It'll take
it made me be able to do an open mic. Let me just put it that
Exactly.
way. And I still was nervous as fuck at my open. I mean, I was.
That's how I
robot
felt the
RIP.
same.
You know.
Oh. Yeah, I went there. Probably went to Robot a couple times, and I didn't go up. Like I didn't.
You intended to though, but you got scared.
One I got scared and I didn't sign up, and then the next one I signed up, but I didn't get called. It was like 12, and I was like, I work in Wellington. I have to go home, so I ran home. And I didn't travel or drive or like ever explore Florida before I started stand up because I was 22 when I started, and I was really working full time since 18. That doesn't sound great, but that was really what I was doing. So it was not like when I like finished school I was like traveling and like doing cool things. I was just still like in Wellington. And then I started like going, even just Boca felt like far and like traveling. So I was like, I'm all the way in Boca Raton. I have to go home. Like, this is just ridiculous. It's 12 in the morning. I'm not going to get home till 2. And,
oh, God.
And so I fucking.
Little did you know.
And now I'm like, I itch for the drive. And I'm like, all right, great. I can just chill in my car. Like, I guess all of like 2019 and 2020. Well, not 2020. I guess 2019. I loved traveling for comedy. Like, that felt like the best part of it was the drives.
But you hate driving with people.
Hate driving with people.
Jackie and I live pretty close to each other, like within, I'd say, less than a half a mile.
A hop, skip, and a jump away.
A hop, skip, and a jump, stone's throw. And we often will go to the same place at the same time. And I don't even ask this bitch to get a ride.
I was just about to say, you've never even asked.
I've never even asked you because I know.
Good.
I already know that the answer is.
I think I would be fine with you in a car. I've already talked to Warren about it.
You're like, I've already spoke to my therapist about it. I was like,
I think I can trust her. I think I could be in a car. I think.
Well, you have to drive, right? That's the first thing. Well, first of all, I hate driving, so I want the ride. And so,
and you drink and I don't. It makes perfect sense.
Right.
But
instead, we just follow each other on the highway.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just wait until we separate exits, and I'm like, all right, she's off on Belvedere. She's go.
I'm like, I could have just gotten in your car, but yeah, no, it's we all have our weird quirks, and yours is just like you don't like.
I just have 4 million.
I have
weird
so many
quirks, but
my mom told me they're getting worse as I'm getting older.
Oh yeah, preaching to the choir,
I was like,
man.
Really? And she's like, I don't think you were this like OCD and like particular, and just like even with like.
No, it gets worse with experience.
You think? You think it's? I thought it would get.
It's more fears and more lessons we're learning, and learning how to put our guard up and protect from other things. I think.
It's not that I'm really particular about things.
But you don't think it's because like things have fucked up before, and you're like, I want it like this.
Well, it's a sense of control.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, like I don't.
And what's it like in mise en place or whatever? I think it's like something chefs say where like everything must have its place.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
You know, something like that.
Mise en place.
Mise en place. I don't know, bitch. I don't know French. I'm poor. I don't
French.
know. French. I don't know French.
I've
never been to no bistro. I'm in no bistro.
Bistro.
Are you on your phone already?
I'm checking about the thing. I was given one mic when I did it, but okay. I'm just making sure.
Is this happening?
You know, some people can't see us.
Oh.
The listeners.
Okay, well,
now you called me out.
Well, all right. So, do you want to tell me your first? Wait, you already told me yours. I'm going to tell you my first.
Yeah, my first. Yes, I told you mine. Not gay. You tell
not
me
gay.
yours. Not gay.
You wrote it in comedy class.
And I wrote it in comedy class.
Yeah. Jackie likes to make fun of my accent sometimes.
Because I can mimic other.
You're great at accents.
Well.
I think you should incorporate them more.
I always think about it, but then when I do it in front of a lot of people, I get nervous and I fuck it up. Like I tried the British one and I got really like it stops coming out normal and I forget and I overthink.
Oh, is it like when I like saying, "Hey, little girls, your daddy home" on stage? Yeah, I just elbowed the arm.
I was just making sure it wasn't like someone busting.
No, I mean I'm basically made of steel, so it's not a big deal.
Hey, little girl. Yeah, I wish I could. I wish I could sing on stage and feel free. I could never. But
no, I didn't feel. I feel like I bombed, and I did.
You did not. I loved it. I wish.
I'm gonna do it again, and I also didn't finish the joke because I got nervous.
It was great. I thought it was
because
really
at the end
great.
I'm supposed to call back to my
that upset me that you didn't finish.
I didn't finish the joke. It was the first time I ever did that. That was
whatever.
bad. I shouldn't have let that happen. It's fine. Dust it off. Just off your puss.
So
one of my first joke I ever wrote was the 23andMe joke, actually.
Ooh.
Which has been redesigned and repackaged. I want to do
23andMe so bad.
And then also my Carnival Cruise joke was one of the first jokes I ever wrote.
Love.
And I love that joke. I don't know if I've ever figured out how the way I like that joke to end.
I like
I've never figured out. I've written 25 tags for that joke.
I think the way you do it's great.
Because at the end, like is the best looking person on a Carnival cruise ship. And and then I'll tag it, and I have a million tags. And the one I have now is I'll still be wearing a one piece like at the all you can buffet. All you can eat buffet. Oh, there's a dog in here.
Hey.
Hi. He just went outside.
You wanna go? Did you go in the bed?
He's so cute. Hey, baby. He's black and white and cute all over.
Keep
That's what I tell
going.
Charlie.
Don't let him distract you.
That's what people say during threesomes.
Hey, how are you?
Just a random humans pop in. It's not a big deal.
My dog is back. Sorry.
I really like the way you hold that microphone.
I'm just trying to figure out how to make sure I'm talking into it because the thing is here.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it sounds kind of funky from back here, but I'm just trying to make sure I talk into it properly.
Okay, so Jax is my superior. You've been in comedy for 5 years?
This year will be 5 years.
5 years.
Like May.
I
so
did my
I'm
research.
still
Just like we did for Jimmy Schubert. No.
Yeah.
So
What's my middle name?
I don't know. Florence.
I'm Cuban.
Maria.
No, it's Lee.
Lee?
Leigh.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Do you know my middle name? It's real white and simple.
Rebecca?
Ew, gross.
You look like a Rebecca.
Thanks, that's cute. I like Rebecca. Or Victoria. I always wanted to be Victoria.
You look like a Stephanie.
Vicky.
Vicky.
No, it sounds like a white trash girl that smokes cigarettes and wears jean shorts. So, I mean, just basically me without the jean shorts.
No jean shorts.
Just no shorts. Sans shorts.
I love when you say sans.
Sans is such a good word, isn't it? See, I do own certain. I own sans. I own it.
I think you do.
And accoutrement.
Accoutrements.
I will say I don't own charcuterie, but
No, charcuterie is a pretty.
I've applied for the trademark, but it hasn't gone through.
Charcut.
But anyways, so like when we first became gal pals, learned some lessons from you, mostly how to give a decent hand job.
As a lot of people have learned.
Shouts out to Jackie and her HJ skills. But what else, like as far as like comedy, what's your best piece of advice you ever got that you could pass on to a younger folk? Guy or gal?
Guy or gal?
Guy or gal?
I mean, I think just in general,
Don't fuck a comma.
that's a big one.
It is a big one. Everyone breaks it.
I guess like keep working and keep writing. Everyone, I think, because that's the most common piece of information that I receive from anyone I know who's above me. I'm like, okay, that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
Well, and as like a comic, don't you respect the people who you see working and writing?
Absolutely, yeah.
You can tell, it's obvious.
And they just say, keep writing, and I'm like, okay, I guess that's exactly what I'm supposed to be doing is keep writing. So that's probably what sticks in my brain the most. And then, I mean, me and Callan have had, like, super deep talks about me
Casual
and all my
name drop.
fucking...
Casual name
drop.
Just me and Callan. Yeah.
You said who, right?
Yeah.
You said he would just tell me in general, in the end, really none of it matters. Like, my anxiety's not, like, in the end, okay, I'll fuck up, like, one opportunity, tough shit, fuck up another one. There's no one who's going to tell me I can't do stand-up. There's not going to be a point where I bail on so many that no one will have me on their stage. He's like, someone will want you on their stage because you're funny and you're working and you're writing. And that's the main thing. Is he was just like, fuck the noise, fuck everything else. If you're doing it, no one can say anything whatsoever. No one can stop you. They're going to want you regardless. So that's just literally what I've been doing, and he's and it's right. He's right. Like it's been happening. So things still go good. God, can you like not lick your dick on here? Go.
I mean, that's for the Patreon. That's what's coming soon, where you can see Silas lick his dick, but not for this shit right now. This is a single camera. We're not doing that. One day, we'll get there. But I don't know. I feel like, what was I gonna say? Fuck, I had a thought. But don't you feel like, okay, heard this from a female comic I love on her podcast, Whitney Cummings, and I was like, this resonates with me. And she said, as a female comic, I feel like you have to work twice as hard to be twice as funny, to be respected, to just get the same amount of respect. Yeah. And I was like, I think that's kind of true.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it is, for sure. And we don't realize it until, like, way later. That's the more annoying part. You think, like, oh, no, it's okay. And and then you're like, oh man, like you've had to put in. I mean,
Here's the thing: you do get some stuff because you're a girl.
I was gonna say,
let's not lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You
that
do.
there's also
There's perks, and if you're funny and a girl, see you later.
exactly, but that's what sucks about it, and that's what makes me like I kind of hate that.
You have a lot of pressure.
Well,
I remember
because-
Tim Allen said, not to interrupt, she was like, if you're a female comic and you don't own 4 mansions, you're doing it wrong. And I go, I live in an efficiency apartment, so I'm really doing it wrong.
I have a bedroom.
No, but I think you meant like at some point, like female comics should be Whitney Cummings, I guess,
if you're
right?
doing well, then you should be really doing well. I mean, I love Whitney Cummings. I hope to be like
sorry, what
her.
were you going to say, though?
Oh, man, I don't remember.
I fucked you.
No, you're fine. It probably wasn't that important. I think that it's stupid that we get handed things, but the reasoning, what men say why we're getting handed things is because there's no other funny females. So you've only got a few, so of course you're the pick of the litter. And that's like supposed to be like a jab. Like that's supposed to be like, okay, well, of course you got picked. You're the funnier of the female comedians down
There's
here.
also not like just 3
Great.
of us.
Like, yeah, like
there's
that's
a lot of females.
well, now there's way more too.
Yeah.
I'm not even. I keep seeing more and more popping
But
up
keep
on
coming,
flyers,
come.
and I'm like, I don't fucking know who anyone is anymore at all.
But I think the more the better, especially if they're funny. You know,
Absolutely.
That's my take.
As long as you
As long as you're
just
funny.
don't come out for attention. That's it.
Yeah.
You want to be funny. You
Come
want to
out.
be a comedian. That's. I mean,
There's nothing that gets my jollies off more than when I see a female
my
comic
jollies.
who is like, especially if she's like fucking cute and then she goes on stage and she's
Yeah,
funny.
kill it.
Love it. Let's
Yeah,
become
there's
best fucking friends.
Nothing more exciting.
Makes my tits hard. I literally love it. I mean it from the bottom
I get
of my
excited.
It's the exact
yeah.
opposite of what I think people would probably perceive our perception to be.
No,
It's not a
It's
the-
so
the-
different.
If we're all funny, the funnier we all are, the better we all look. Like you
Yup.
don't want to be just what
I
you don't want to
agree.
be the 7 out of like say you have a whole bunch of ugly friends and like you're just like mediocre and you're like, oh, so she gets all the guys because she's surrounded by fat chicks. I
Wow,
want
that's
to
a
be
great
surrounded
way
by
to look
hot
at it.
sorority chicks who walk in looking like bad bitches.
Yeah.
And that's what my
That's what I'm
fellow
saying.
comedians. To
Yeah,
be
why are you
females.
treating everyone around like they're fucking 4s but there's only like 2 9s? That's not true. Like,
Yeah.
at all. And to look at it like that, it's always going to be that way. You're not going to change anything if you keep thinking about it like that.
I do think we're good here about like being pretty cool with other like I think the female
Yeah.
comedian like community it's like fostered by some people like
Yeah.
Julie and other like where we do have like a good sense of community, and I don't think anyone's like at each other's throats. It's
No.
like again, if you win, I win. That's how I always feel.
Exactly. Someone from our scene, regardless of whoever comes up, as long as they came up from our scene, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
for sure.
You know, sure they use a tag you gave them or something in the end. If that's on Comedy
Or
Central,
you just
that's
do a
still
show
cool.
with them or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would literally never get mad at anyone getting anything. Like I don't get mad about bookings. Like, someone asked me if I get upset that I don't get booked on certain shows. I don't give a fuck. Like there's other shows. There's gonna be other opportunities, and if I want it, I'll ask for it. If I really want that stage, hey, can I? But I probably won't because I'm scared. So
Yeah, I know. I haven't gotten to I don't have the cojones.
I still don't think anyone like wants me on their stage. I'm like,
You're stupid.
I'm like, why would
That's
like,
just stupid.
I think it's weird. I don't think so. I think so,
You
like
still have imposter syndrome?
because yeah.
You want a check that was is bigger than my whole vagina for $5,000.
My whole vagina.
The majora minoras,
Yeah,
both lapes.
but still, you know.
No, you still feel like that? Like no one when they book you for a show, they don't want you. I think
Or
most
what
people
if
are like,
that-
"Oh my
or-
God, we booked Jackie Sanchez."
Or just because I won that, like you know, I don't know.
That's just. I mean, we're fucking.
No,
crazy.
I'm not gonna act like a fucking crybaby. No, like
Just you're funny.
No, I know I have social anxiety, so I don't like to ask people for things. Okay, good, your mic's on. I'm just making sure your mic's on. I don't like to ask for things because I get scared.
I don't ask for things.
I figure if you like want like, and I say that in like the nicest way. Like if you wanted me, you'd have me there. But so that means I assume you probably don't like me and don't want me in your club. I think of it like in a negative way towards me, not towards them. So then it's just like a vicious cycle in my brain. It has nothing to do with the other people. You know, it's just my fucking problem. But it is what it is. But I'll hit up people one day. There's 3 venues I'd like to do: Side Splitters, Tampa Improv, and Off the Hook. Basically everything on the
I wanna do all
West
that too.
Coast. I
Yep.
haven't done any of them.
I want to do that. I was just saying that to good old Shoebies.
Shooby
Shoobs are
Jimbo.
Don't call him Jimbo. Our last guest, but yeah, he was, and also I've never done like the Orlando Improv either.
Ooh, love it.
And you said you love it. So.
A blast. I love that improv. I love all improvs, but that one it's got the sauce because it's all tourists and they have so much fun.
I would love a good tourist crowd.
Oh, I
Just
love
like
it.
I would give me some Midwestern folks with jean shorts
You
on.
get everything.
And fupas.
They take pictures during the show, like, and sell them. Like, it's...
like they're on a ride?
Yeah, it's so Orlando.
Like at Splash Mountain. Like, get a souvenir.
I was like, oh, they're taking family pictures.
Like Mickey's there at, like, doing a meet and greet
they
afterwards.
add a thing in it. But no, great
It's
improv.
goofy. Obviously, it's goofy.
Duh. Oh my god, goofy.
What a dum-dum.
No, I feel very supported by my community.
Yeah, but it is a weird line that that for being a female comic where, especially maybe at first, they have to we'll just throw a female up there. But then at some point you do get funny.
Right.
If you try, and then you get to a different level, and then it's like you have to become undeniably funny. And I'm still not even there, but I'm really working at it.
You're there.
Thanks, kid. I appreciate it, but it's then it's a little bit different. I hope.
I agree.
I hope.
I mean,
but also, who the fuck cares? Just if you're getting booked and doing whatever. I also am not gonna reach out to anyone. I feel the same way. Like if you want to book me for a show, you'll book me, or you probably don't know me, which is probably my fault because I don't advertise myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and never not to. I think asking is phenomenal, and I wish I could ask the way people do.
So you do think that that's like
it's
good. Like that's good. You can do that
for certain. I mean,
but you should send like a video
I think it's
and
fine
have like a schmackage.
and know your level. Don't ask for too much.
Like don't be like, can I get a headline?
Don't start 2 years and be like, hey, you should have me featuring here like that. That's not the way to do it. You need to guest at most places first and let them see, hey, okay, he's worth having a feature. She's worth having to feature.
Do you think everyone who listens to this podcast, especially in the Netherlands, understands what like the show lineup is?
Oh,
do you want to break it down for the folks?
Okay, so there's a host, the MC, who starts it and brings up the comedians betweens and tells everyone to shut up, and then the guest, who's quick little spot, 5 to 10 minutes, little warm up, and then the feature act.
There's multiple guests often too.
Yes, sometimes multiple guests if it's a local show, and then you have your feature act like 20 30 minutes sometimes, and then headliner anywhere between, depending on the style, 20 to 40 to an hour. Headliner is the main attraction. That's
I feel
what you're there for.
Do you feel like but like a classic show, your feature probably does like 30 and your headliner does like an hour? Yeah,
just about.
And then just one guest.
Yeah,
or
one
just
guest,
one host.
if that. Yeah.
And then rank them for the folks, so goes like as far as like
talent,
or like like the rank of each job.
I mean, headliners. I mean,
headliner
number one. That's you're the main act. Feature second. You are there to warm up the crowd for the main act. That's
the best spot.
That job, yeah. Not as much pressure, but a little bit.
You get them right in the fucking pocket.
Exactly.
You get to like showcase your material. You're up there for 20, 30 minutes. They get to know you. You can roller coaster them a little bit. You don't gotta get them the whole like.
Featuring
let me get these 10 minutes out real quick. 20, 30 minutes. Ugh, sweet spot. That's my G spot. It's where where
sweet
fucking
spot.
come.
Get out, and then you have your guest who's.
But don't you think host goes before guest as far as like?
Oh yeah.
Because like you get paid as a host, you don't get paid as a guest.
I think if in that case. Almost host is more important than a feature in my opinion, because a host can absolutely destroy a good show.
Interesting.
I don't care if every comic is a fucking headliner. If you've got a shit host in there, especially like doing time between and dragging things out and killing the vibe of the crowd, that'll ruin it. So I think a host, you got to have a likable host.
What did you think about Shuby's comment, which I didn't disagree with? Obviously he's a god, when he said it's good for someone to go in and like reset the crowd. So it's good to like cleanse their palate and tell a different joke, so they're getting that, you're breaking up that energy. And I was like, that's a fucking valid point.
As long
I always
as
had the
doing
same
that,
idea, like don't go up and do time in between. But I was like,
as long
that
as
makes
it's
sense.
Good. If it's as I feel like if it's not a fucking buzzkill, because I see a lot of people who go up and it's not good. It's you're going up and
Maybe that's the problem.
yeah, they gotta be doing something funny. Don't if a crowd is hot and you go up and you kill it, then they're not really gonna be hot anymore.
Like I like to ride the roller coaster.
Exactly.
So I like when someone goes up and they're
But
fucking
I'm
crushing.
not gonna go against.
And I'm just like,
what,
yes, let me
what
jump right
Jimmy
on
is
there.
Saying, I'm
Of
never
course,
gonna argue with
of course
Jimmy.
not. Of course not.
He's right no matter what.
Obviously.
I just think
we are his grasshoppers. He is our sensei.
real comedians can, when you've got great jokes to fill up the time, but when you're a local comic and you don't have that much material and it's not that great, don't kill a vibe. Just keep the show rolling. I like to make little jokes. Like
That's my favorite.
I don't have enough short jokes whatsoever to do jokes between comics ever. My jokes are long, so I can't do material. That's probably why I'm like talking shit and being defensive. But I'll make little jokes like about what's going on or about what happened in the last set. Yeah, like I'll make a light, quick one and then keep going. I wish I had small ones to throw in, but I feel like I would be awkward at it anyway.
I like when people do a joke when you go up and you just do a quick throwaway based
Zach
on
was
the last
great
person's set.
night.
Like you need to think of that's why you need to pay attention.
Yeah.
So you can get
exactly.
up and be like, yeah, and he said da 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 da. Your next comic coming to the stage. Like it should be that quick.
Yeah, Zach was a great example of that last night.
He's so good. He has such a nice presence. His voice is very
very good.
He's great.
Very good host, and he made little jokes between each one. Some were mean, but I appreciate mean.
Yeah. And it's also you're in the presence of family.
Yeah, backstage we used to do a roast after every open mic.
I thought you were just calling that place backstage.
Oh, no. It's Brogues. We keep it in the BBs, but
Brogues.
The Brogues.
The Brogues.
Brogues.
As Joanna would say,
As Joanna would say, Brogues. Gross. But yeah, backstage we would do a roast after every mic, and everyone would roast each other. Every Monday we would do it, and I thought about bringing it to Brogues, but everyone seems a little negative. The vibe is not as friendly and peaceful. I feel like it would get too real.
That's interesting. I don't know.
I mean, we could do it, but they also like want us out like the second week.
They do want us out. Yeah,
they're like, we ain't having these kids, yo. Get out
and also
here.
yesterday was a ton of people on that list.
Yeah,
but
it
soup's
was great.
fun.
It was very fun. Yeah, I had a great time.
I like when I can just go to a place that I don't have to worry about being funny. I know that sounds really weird as a comic.
It was like that room was like hot even when there was no one. Like everyone was just in a good mood and laughing at each other. It was just very good.
Yeah, it is. I think like that's like a weird thing too. Like for people who aren't comics, like you need certain times when you can go do material and you don't have to worry about being funny.
No,
it's like I can go up here,
just say fuck it,
and just this isn't gonna go the way like a show would go because it's not supposed to. Because this is the first time I've thought of these jokes. They're not even jokes yet. I'm just saying things about a topic, and then you're just throwing shit against the wall, and then some stuff sticks, and then you're like, okay, I'll go home and I'll write a joke about that, or I'll try to. But there's very few places that I feel comfortable doing that, and then I feel like in a way when people. I'm gonna try to say this without sounding like I'm cool at all.
There's something on the camera.
Oh, these fucking assholes.
Keep saying your thing.
Oh, like people like if they expect you to be funny all the time, it's just like, I need to have the freedom to just go up there and bomb. So it's nice to be able to do that where you just feel like, all right, cool. Like no one's expecting like set up, punch, tag, because they know it's brand new shit. Because also you guys know my material, so you know when I'm saying something that's brand new.
Yeah, so it's all the fresh shit that hits us and then we fucking die.
Well, not always die, but it's not. No, but yeah,
sometimes.
It was. But yeah, yesterday was like a good example of like some of those jokes. Like I was talking, I was like, oh, that thing about my mom dating when I was like as a single mother, like that has some, as I say, legs on it.
It's got legs.
It got legs
That's
on
what
it.
Lalo says into his
some
phone.
legs. And then everyone on stage afterwards, after they bomb, they're like, it has legs on it.
It has legs.
I was like, legs.
It has legs. It does have legs. Your jokes did have legs last night.
You got legs, girl.
Good,
you got little chick legs. Little chick tens.
We're going to have to wrap up in a few minutes. Wow.
Yeah.
Now the battery's going to die again.
My dad, you're grounded. You got to go home.
I'm grounded.
The street lights are on. It's time to get home.
Yep, I got to go.
Gotta go back.
Okay,
well, we can't do any like where to find us because we're not up to date with this, which we will get up to date.
We're slacking, huh?
Yeah, we're slacking on our
we're working so hard.
No, we are. We're gonna do a mass release. It's gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah, say we have a plan.
Yes, don't worry about it. We got this. We're on fucking lock. But it's been fun. I liked our little.
This was different.
It was different. I hope you guys liked it. It was a little intimate.
Yeah, thanks for sticking through the technical difficulties. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Jackie will be selling her panties on OnlyFans later for your appreciation.
Yeah, go ahead and buy them their MeUndies.
The one she's wearing right now.
I shit in them.
Yep, every day.
All right, that's all we got for today.
All right, well,
very
thank you so much for tuning in.
Lovely host Stephanie Wood and Jackie Sanchez. We'll see you again on Ten Hun Must.
CTHM.
You can catch us on the flip side later, alligator.
Go, bye.
10 Hun Must Podcast.